Whoa, whoa, whoa. They've declared war. And by they, I mean Instagram. My name is Dominic. If you're new here, I teach mainly about social media marketing, about personal branding. I have a marketing agency which is specifically focused on Instagram. And whenever there's some big news going around in the social media world, especially in the Instagram world, I try my best to shoot out this video as fast as possible. That's why I have here this shotgun video prepared for you, because there's been some updates. So a couple of days ago, specifically on November 19th, 2018, Instagram rolled out this new update, or this press release better said, that they're going after inauthentic activity on Instagram. And we pretty much knew that all along. I've talked about that, just saying, all these things that they said there, by the way, I have kind of tried to tell you. I was kind of guessing sometimes, to be completely honest. But up until now, every single thing has, proved to be right, which is actually, pat myself on the shoulder. Anyway, they said recently they've seen accounts that use third-party apps to artificially grow their audience. And they actually forgot some space between the words, whatever. Anyway, what they're basically saying, they have machine learning algorithms, stuff like that. Basically what I've always said all along, just wanted to. Anyway, so what exactly does that whole thing mean? And frankly, we don't really know what exactly they mean with that. They talk about, third-party apps that, generate inauthentic likes and stuff like that. They want to actually, take away all those people's likes and all those people's fake followers in the next couple of days. And if you have, logged onto one of those apps, and sometimes you even do that unwillingly, all these Android apps, I believe, because I don't think on there's some iPhone apps. I don't know though. If there are some, just let me know in the comments, or actually let the whole community know in the comments what kinds of apps there are, so they're actually safe out there, that they don't download those kinds of apps. But what exactly that means, we just have no idea. We just have to wait and see what's gonna happen. I've actually not seen a single person who got this notification that these likes were being removed, and yet that you had to change your password, stuff like that. But it does not mean that things are going to happen in the future. And like they said, they'll have more updates in the coming weeks on additional measures to tackle inauthentic activity on Instagram. And that's actually very interesting. First of all, why would they do that? A couple of weeks ago, we've noticed, on our agency and with other people that do some sort of growth hacking and other stuff, that lots of accounts started getting banned. I've actually just had a consultation with another cool fellow, by the way, and his account for his ban actually was banned. It was just gone. They didn't even say what happened. So I believe maybe the algorithm, this whole reducing inauthentic activity on Instagram, this has been going along. And this is why probably Instagram has been down yesterday, actually, for a couple of hours, because there have been lots of reports of Instagram being down. Why would they do that? And why would they do that probably right now? What I believe, and this is just a thought in my head, we're in Q3. We're actually very, very close to Christmas season, which means that advertising clicks are becoming higher and higher, just because there's so much competition. Everyone wants to throw up some ads, around Black Friday, which by the way, we're gonna have a Black Friday special coming up. Down there in the description, there's a link. If you want to work with me, with my agency, if you want to, maybe be able to get into the unemployed program, which is only open for the whole Black Friday weekend, and it's gonna be closed again for, I don't even know, 80% off or stuff like that, probably even more. Just hit the link down in the description and enjoy these cool things that we have prepared. But what I wanted to say is, with Black Friday coming up, Christmas coming up, everyone wanting to advertise on Instagram. And because the Instagram numbers have been going up steadily, with 1 billion users now active every month, I believe, of course this is a hot sought topic in terms of advertisers. And just like on YouTube about a year ago with the whole adpocalypse and stuff like that, basically the advertisers saying you have to be really careful. YouTube have to make that clear that we actually get the most value from our ads, because we actually pay big bucks for you to actually show our ads to the real people. And this is probably what happens on Instagram with their whole algorithm, which basically determines your category, what kinds of niche you're in, because they want to target the ads, right? And just actually a minute ago, I was talking about some German brand, and I'm never talking about that brand at all. I got the ad right now on Instagram, which probably means that they're listening in. Also means they just want to make their platform, first of all, more valuable for the user, which is, the most important part. But then again, also, make the platform way more valuable for advertisers. And this is what actually might have been happening behind the scenes when all these, original Instagram members, jumped off the fence, just ran away. I recently read an interview with a woman who was there on the first, on the original team, and she was like, the spark is just gone and stuff like that, So maybe it was a decision why Mike and Kevin, I believe that's their names, decided to leave, because Instagram or Facebook actually wanted to drive this whole platform even more towards being just an advertising platform. Maybe behind the scenes it's even like their number one priority right now, which is probably why there's been some, things going on. Anyway, they don't really tell us what's going to happen. We just have to wait and see how this whole thing is going to affect the whole Instagram community. But the only thing that they specified is that, fake likes, fake follows, and comments violate their community guidelines. And this is where the fun part begins, because I know probably no one reads that, but I did. And basically, it's the same thing all over, be kind to each other, only share photos that you've taken yourself, whatever, foster meaningful and genuine interactions, which is a very, very big indicator that, they're actually looking with some machine learning software that, is that a real interaction? Are they talking about the image? Are they talking about the post or not? They say that help us stay spam free, basically what I say all along. They try to go after spammers by not artificially collecting likes and stuff like that. Of course, obviously don't do terrorism related stuff on Instagram. You should know that. Anyway, one thing that I've read, and it's just the one word, which is actually pretty interesting, and my opinion tells us that there is some sort of, shadow banning thing going on in the background. Because they say that, overstepping these boundaries, in terms of the, community guidelines may result in deleted comments. We know that. Disabled accounts. And the other thing, and that's very interesting for me, is other restrictions. And this is, if you read these things, you just say, okay, other restrictions. But myself coming, unfortunately, or fortunately, coming from a law kind of background where we kind of dissect each and every word, these other restrictions is there for a reason, for a specific reason. And I'm calling that because, they're taking away your reach. They're taking away, all these things. This is what I think. This is the proof that there's some sort of shadow banning thing going on. Anyway, that's been it for this very, very short update video, probably. Anyway, did you get your followers, being reduced, stuff like that? Just let me know in the comments. I would like to know. Probably there's going to be some more changes in the future, and maybe, and I'm really hoping for that to happen, the whole engagement is going to go up again, maybe. Because, there's, I don't know, if they delete 100 million fake accounts, bot accounts, spam accounts, there's more room for the real people out there, Maybe that's what's gonna happen. Maybe we're gonna be drowning in engagement very soon. Anyway, this has been it for this week. My name is Dominic, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the dislike button if you want to. Bye-bye.